माँ माँ सुनाओ मुझे वो कहानी जिसमें राजा ना हो रानी।
Ma, mother, is the first word that every child utters. Transcending the barriers of language, race, and country, this word evokes the same sentiment in every heart: love. When in pain, the first person we think of and call out to spontaneously is Ma. And listening to this call of a child, no mother can wait. Her heart melts. Setting aside everything else, she rushes to help and shower love. 11 years ago, the Divine Mother's heart melted to the cries of her many children. Yes, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, whose love is more than that of million mothers, responded to the prayers of his children. On the auspicious morning of 23rd November 1990.
గుండె జబ్బు వస్తే కొన్ని లక్షలు వ్యయం చేసి అమెరికాలకు వెళుతున్నారు. వీళ్ళ గతి ఏమిటి? వారిని చూచేటువంటి వారెవరు? పట్టణానికి వెళ్లితే కలర్ నీళ్ళైనా వాళ్ళ మొహాలు కొట్టరు. అలాంటి దురవస్థను గుర్తించి మనము ఇక్కడ ఒక పెద్ద వైద్యాలయాన్ని నిర్మించాము. బైపాస్ సర్జరీ కానీ, లేక కిడ్నీ మార్చడం కానీ, లంగ్స్ ఆపరేషన్ చేయటం కానీ, బ్రెయిన్ ఆపరేషన్ చేయటం కానీ అన్ని ఉచితంగానే. ప్రారంభోత్సవం కూడా అప్పుడే నిర్ణయించుకున్నాం. 91 నవంబర్ 22 ఇది ప్రారంభోత్సవం చేస్తాం. సంకల్పం లేకుండా ఎవరు కూడా అర్థం చేసుకోలేదు.
Thus, my story began. One word from Bhagwan. This word reverberated across the continents and 7 seas to come back and concretize into Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences. Countless are the men and women who have toiled to give the Lord's word a name and form. With the contours conjured up by an eminent architect, constantly prompted by the hidden hand of Bhagwan, the plans for the hospital took shape, blending ancient Indian architectonics with modern functionality. From the divine Sankalpa to the momentous declaration, from the announcement to its actual implementation, I went through many an uncertainty and impossible situations. At last, on the nick of time, I was finally complete to welcome one and all with open arms. Here I stood, notwithstanding the fact that I was a mere drawing less than 8 months ago. Today, with domes reaching into the sky, granite floors like mirrors, all new and sparkling, and equipment which would be the dream of any surgeon, I eagerly awaited the call of duty. Indeed, every brick was cemented with a sacred purpose. Every inch was imbued with the immortal strength of selfless love. It was so clear, the love from the heart of the Lord, seeking only to infuse life into every heart. My journey had now begun, to embrace the weary travelers in the path of life with love and warmth. In a tiny hamlet near Anantpur lived a poor laborer. His 14-year-old son, Vijay Bhaskar Reddy, had a hole in the heart from his birth, a congenital defect called atrial septal defect. This kind of defect in the heart requires open heart surgery, costing lakhs of rupees, an amount well beyond the means of the majority of people in India. Vijay Bhaskar's parents fell into this category and were helpless and mute spectators to the deteriorating health of their son. Until I, Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences came into the picture. Here came a ray of hope for this poor family. On the inaugural morning of 22nd November 1991, Vijay Bhaskar was wheeled into the operating room. Vijay Bhaskar was the first patient chosen to undergo open heart surgery at the hospital and to be the recipient of Bhagwan's immeasurable love.
ఈనాడు ఒక శుభవార్త అనౌన్స్ చేయవలసి వచ్చింది. మన భారతదేశ ముఖ్యమంత్రి ప్రధానమంత్రి ప్రారంభించిన తరువాత
after the prime minister inaugurated the hospital
15 నిమిషములకే డాక్టర్లు ఆపరేషన్ ప్రారంభించారు.
within 15 minutes doctors started the operation.
3 గంటల లోపల 4 పెద్ద ఆపరేషన్లు అంతా జరిగాయి.
in 3 hours 4 major operations were performed.
ఒకటి చాలా కాంప్లికేటెడ్
one of them was a very complicated operation.
ఆ హార్ట్ లోపల రంధ్రం ఉంటుండాలి.
there was a hole in the heart.
అలాంటి ఆపరేషన్ కూడాను సక్సెస్ అయిపోయింది. అందరూ క్షేమంగా ఉన్నారు.
even such an operation has been successful and everybody is healthy and happy.
I can never forget the glitter in the eyes of his parents and the contented face of Vijay Bhaskar, full of smiles at his rebirth. From that historic day till today, his heart beats with gratitude and love for Swami.
जो हमारी तुम्हारी कथा हो, जो सभी के हृदय की व्यथा हो, जो हमारी तुम्हारी कथा हो, जो सभी के हृदय की व्यथा हो, गंध जिसमें भरी हो धरा की, बात जिसमें न हो अप्सरा की, हो न परियां जहां आसमानी, माँ सुनाओ मुझे वो कहानी, जिसमें राजा ना हो रानी।
I am a reservoir of countless stories. Within my story are etched the stories of many lives, each unique in its own way. I recollect a wonderful incident that happened a few months after the inauguration. Bhagwan had left for Vrindavan. The staff felt the absence of the Lord. They missed the daily darshans and the frequent visits Bhagwan had made to me. One such night, I was privy to the inner thoughts of the sister in charge of the cardiac intensive care unit, who had just arrived to commence her duties.
These operated patients, lying semi-conscious, are kept alive by continuous drug infusion and other life-supporting equipments. But who is really looking after them? These gadgets, the doctors, we nurses? Oh Bhagwan, in his invisible yet omnipresent form. Is Bhagwan here now? Of course he is here. But can I see him? Can I?
She happened to look towards the door filled with these thoughts, and she was awestruck to see Bhagwan himself standing on the other side of the glass door, smiling at her. As she rushed towards Bhagwan, she could only see the orange robe of the Lord vanish into the darkness. A divine fragrance was the only reminder of the divine manifestation. In a state of disbelief and bliss, she stood rooted to the spot. Her eyes then fell on the letters on the glass panes of the door where Bhagwan had been standing. And as if in a flash, she understood the true import of the words, "I see you." We are forever under his divine gaze. Thus, Bhagwan has implanted the concept of his omnipresence in the minds of the staff. And such an assurance reinstates faith in the saying, "Doctors treat, but truly God heals." Along with Bhagwan's omnipresence, I have had the unparalleled good fortune of his physical presence in the hospital many a time. At such moments, the limitless energy of the Lord surges forth to heal the health-impaired patients, rejuvenating every diseased cell of their body. While I look after the physical treatment of the body, Bhagwan looks after the complete healing of the soul. Leaving everyone in raptures of ecstasy, Bhagwan redefines the sphere of patient-doctor relationship. His presence in the hospital demonstrates the tremendous power of love in action. As he says,
ప్రేమతో నీవు పేషెంట్ ముట్టి వాడు తప్పక నివారణ అయిపోతుంది ఆ జబ్బు. చూచేటప్పటికి హోప్లెస్ అంటే వాడు
If you treat your patients with love, the patients will definitely be relieved of their ailments. You must infuse confidence in the patients by speaking cheerfully and encouraging words.
is the patient in despair and suffering searching for a cure and happiness alone? No. In this hospital, the doctor, with a broader vision, becomes his guiding partner, his confidant, and helps him navigate the rough seas of illness towards the noble aspiration of health with empathy, support, and encouragement. Inspired by Bhagwan, the doctor and the patients share a bond of divine love between them.
हर प्राणी में साई, हर प्राणी में बाबा, सब प्रेम करो, सब प्रेम करो, मेरा साई प्रसन्न होगा.